My name is Jayan Nair, and I'm Director of the International Development Law and Human Rights Program. The general orientation of the program is one of critical analysis. It interrogates concepts such as the idea of development itself, various theories and practices of human rights, and then it translates this general critical approach to look at very specific areas of law. It adopts a multidisciplinary perspective. It incorporates quite a lot of theoretical analysis as well as critical practical analysis of the way in which law operates. It prioritizes a perspective from the South, from communities of struggle, of resistance, and examines the way in which law may be utilized as a tool for liberation, emancipation in general terms. When we bring the notions of development and human rights and the way in which law operates in this sense, we don't assume that these concepts are naturally given, that they're unproblematic. Part of the emphasis of the program is to look critically at what these concepts mean and how they have been sought to be implemented historically. So the ideas themselves have changed with time, and the program seeks to provide the students with an opportunity to contextually analyze the way in which their understanding may be interrogated if we incorporate different theories, different perspectives in the way in which these ideas have been thought about and have been put into practice. We don't do examinations, so the assessments are generally written work. It depends very much on the particular modules that they choose. Because it deals with these contested concepts, what we want them to do is to engage in a sustained research and interrogation of ideas. And the final large piece of work is a 10,000-word dissertation. Our classes are structured mostly in a sort of interactive seminar format. There may be elements of a lecture that a module tutor might wish to begin a class with, but the emphasis is very much on interactive interrogation and classroom discussions. Students may be required to make presentations, either individually or in groups. There is a lot of independent work involved. The personal tutor scheme is something that we prioritize. Each student will be assigned a personal tutor, and we encourage this personal tutor scheme to be utilized to the full. In addition, we provide a research and writing training program to assist them in terms of what the expectations are at this level of study, how to go about doing research, what are the best ways of good practice in terms of writing an academic style piece of work. We have a very informal nature of relationship. There's no clear divide between the sort of staff on the one hand and the student body on the other. The future after Ideal HR is interesting because we don't specify that students need to have a law background before they join us for admission. So we have a whole range of people coming from all kinds of backgrounds who do the program. And this is then translated into what people go on to do after the program. The large sort of constituency of students tend to either go into practice, be it normal legal practice, or more specifically in areas like environmental law, human rights law. NGO work is a very popular destination for post-Ideal HR careers. Academia itself, further research, PhDs, that's another sort of area of work that a lot of our students continue to do. The range is vast. I mean, we've had journalists, we've had politicians, judges. Generally, we find that the feedback we've received from past student groups have been that people tend to find fulfilling jobs either in the domestic national sector or in international organizations, international research type work. The Ideal HR group year on has been a very strong community, and we'd like to think of ourselves as a community. For anyone who's thinking of doing the Ideal HR program, we are looking for interesting people with interesting ideas, with a social conscience and with a concern about the world, with an interest in wanting to understand the world in a critical way. And I think if you come with that kind of orientation, regardless of your background, because it doesn't specifically rely on a technical legal background, or neither are the courses that way oriented, it is one which appeals to a critical mind, also one which appeals to an internationalist perspective. You know, colleagues within the law school come from all over the world. Most of the colleagues who teach in the Ideal HR program come from countries of the South with experience of these issues firsthand. I think if someone is looking to be taught information, then this may not be the best destination. But if you want to think, if you want to explore ideas, if you want to challenge and be challenged about issues that are fundamental to human life, about issues that are fundamental to the way in which the world operates in the contemporary context, then do come. We will embrace you with open arms.